Welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Terry Stiles. Fear of lead leads to private road postponement, and local businesses have a chance to win free advertising.
Stay tuned, learn more about these stories and others. The Oxford News begins right now. Officials at the Edison Public Library are exploring their options for a new building in the future. At a Pleasant Township Board meeting, James Baldica pitched an idea to donate the township-owned plot of land, which would allow for construction of a new library building. Previously, library officials were considering the library-owned piece of land, which was donated for its use in 2007. However, Baldica stated preparation of the property would be too costly to develop due to the extreme topography. Current library building's owner, Manny Yasso, recently indicated plans to demolish the building which houses the library by 2021 to rebuild a strip mall. Although Yasso offered to rebuild the library, the rental space for the library current size would triple in the proposed building. Addison Township library officials have been renting the current space, 3,000 square feet, for $1,000 monthly since 2011. Library officials are hoping the next space will be between 4,000 and 5,000 square feet to accommodate increased traffic within the library. According to Township Supervisor Bruce Pearson, Baldica is scheduled to meet with Pearson this month to discuss feasible options for the future of the library.
A decision on a proposal to build a private road on a 100-acre parcel in northern Oxford was postponed by a 4-2 vote at the Oxford Planning Commission meeting after potential lead contamination was raised. House of Providence, a non-profit organization founded by Jason and Maggie Dunn, submitted plans to construct a private gravel road in that area. The road would only be accessible from East Davison Lake Road and would end in a cul-de-sac. When it comes to private roads, the township requires stormwater runoff from them to be retained on site. This aspect led Commissioner Callie Myers to raise the issue of potential lead contamination. Previously, the property was used as Hunter's Ridge Hunt Club, where people came to hunt birds and engage in target shooting. This led to the concern about the levels of lead in the soil. Myers stated construction on the site would disturb the lead and could potentially contaminate surrounding properties and their wells.
Wondering what your business can do to support the 5th Annual Lone Ranger Parade on Saturday, August 5th? How about entering a float? The Oxford Glader and Sherman Publications are hoping to motivate local businesses to build a float by sponsoring a contest to donate a 6-week advertising campaign valued at $1,500 to the business that builds the best float. Best get to work, folks.
Oxford High School junior Alex Johnston was crowned the Poultry King for the upcoming Oakland County Fair held July 7th through the 16th. Johnston is part of the 4-H poultry fanciers of the Oakland County and raises chickens for both meat and competition. 3 of his chickens were auctioned off at last year's county fair and fetched a pretty penny, weighing nearly 10 pounds each and selling for about $20 per pound. Johnston encourages young people to get involved in 4-H programs, stating it is a great learning experience, and I agree.
In a 5-1 vote by the Oxford Township Planning Commission, recommendation was made to rezone over 7 acres of vacant land in the Waterstone development from commercial to residential. It's now up to the Township Board to decide whether to approve or deny the Bloomfield Hills-based Contour Development Group's request. The developer has owned the 2 parcels for about 2 years and wants to have them rezoned from C1 commercial to multiple family residential to build attached condominiums for a community to be called the Oasis at Waterstone.
Based on an attorney opinion, an accusation that the Oxford Downtown Development Authority meeting conducted an illegal manner has no merit. According to a June 15th opinion letter issued by the village attorney Bob Davis, the special meeting held by the DDA last month did not violate the state's Open Meeting Act, nor was it conducted contrary to DDA laws. DDA Chairperson Sue Basardi, also the village president, presented the letter as an agenda item at the regular June 19th meeting. That's it for Oxford News this week. If you want to learn more about these stories and others, you can catch us on our website at OCCTV.org and, of course, on YouTube or our regular cable channels, Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99.
Coming up soon, OCTV's very own Cody Wright with the sports report. Then, and you won't want to miss Auto Talk and Science in the News with Dave Kenny.
I'm Terry Stiles, and this is Oxford News This Week, where we bring your news closer to home.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Remember, always be kind to your friends and neighbors, and thanks for watching.
Hey, it's that time of year again, folks. The Seymour celebration from Friday, July 7th to Saturday, July 8th at Seymour Lake Park. On Friday, we invite you and your family to enjoy the carnival at noon and catch the Diamond Classic Baseball Tournament Friday night, which will continue on Saturday. Soul Quest, the Chicago-type band, will begin playing at 7 and Oakland County Inflatables from 6 to 8 p.m. with the Sky Adventures balloon launch at 7, followed by the Oxford Meyer fireworks. Remember, if you're parked after 7 p.m. both days, there will be a $5 cover charge. Saturday, the fun continues as the carnival opens up at noon with live entertainment throughout the day and the start of the cornhole tournament. The Clean Sweep Community Sale begins at 11 a.m., ending at 4 p.m. Wrap up the night with the Genesis Credit Union fireworks at dusk. It's a great time, family quality, safe, friendly atmosphere, so pack up the kids or spend some time with your friends and have a fun weekend. For more information or to pre-order your tickets at a discounted price, go to the Oxford Township Parks and Recreation website, www.oxparkrec.org. That's www.oxparkrec.org.
Canine Stray Rescue does just that. Rescue stray dogs for new families. But they need your help. Become a volunteer at Canine Stray Rescue League of Michigan. Take dogs for walks, help them socialize with others, and help them get adopted. Fill out an application and help a family add a new member today.
Welcome to Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny, and these stories are taken from the publication New Scientist. In our first story, a ransomware outbreak is once again being blamed for computer chaos and organizations around the world. The Ukrainian Interior Minister has said his country is facing the biggest cyber attack in its history. A number of institutions, including the National Bank, the State Power Company, and transport hubs in the country have been affected. But reports of organizations struck by severe IT issues have started to trickle in from elsewhere in the world as well. Other victims include Danish company Maersk, the largest shipping container firm in the world. It is reported that its IT systems were down across multiple sites due to a cyber attack. The world's largest advertising firm, WPP, has also said that it's suffering IT issues. And the receptionist at Mondelez International, a large food and beverage company that owns Cadbury in the UK, told New Scientist that the company's computer systems around the world are down. And Rosneft, Russia's largest oil producer has also announced that it was the victim of a massive cyber attack. The firm's website is currently offline. At least that was last week. Security experts monitoring the situation believe the chaos is the result of an outbreak of the Petya ransomware, which encrypts information on a computer's hard drive and then demands a payment before returning access to the user. This has not yet been confirmed by those affected, and this is not yet clear whether the incidents in Ukraine, Russia, and elsewhere are connected. However, if this is a widespread ransomware attack, it echoes the WannaCry epidemic that rapidly infected hundreds of thousands of computers around the globe last month. Like WannaCry, Petya demands a $300 payment made via Bitcoin. Researchers are now trying to find out whether these latest malware infections have spread via the same server message block or SMB vulnerability in Windows exploited by WannaCry. It was this flaw that allowed WannaCry to infect other computers on the same network automatically. While analysts are still trying to confirm the speed with which it has spread suggests an automated mechanism such as was used in WannaCry, says Alan Woodward, a computer security expert in the University of Surrey in the UK. It may prove to be the same flaw that is being exploited. Many organizations have still not patched their systems, so it's entirely possible that this is the cause of it spreading so fast, so get that stuff updated. And in space, SpaceX just did a double hitter. Two of the firm's Falcon 9 rockets were launched within 49 hours of each other, one from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida and the other from the Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. That's a first for SpaceX and provides a proof of concept for efficiently reusing rockets in the future. The launches on 23rd and 25th of June marked the second and third time that Elon Musk's spacecraft company reused rocket boosters that had already been in space, landed, and been refurbished. After successfully releasing their payloads into orbit, each booster returned to Earth and safely landed on a drone ship. Now, they will be examined for damage and possibly refurbished and launched a third time, a feat which SpaceX hasn't yet attempted. On the June 23rd launch, it lifted Bulgaria's first communications satellite, its second satellite ever, into orbit. The June 25th launch carried 10 communication satellites for the Iridium company, marking the second of 7 planned batches that will make up a global satellite constellation called Iridium Next. After the launches, Musk tweeted that his aim is to relaunch a booster within 24 hours of its landing back on Earth, no immediate servicing necessary. Launching a satellite aboard a SpaceX rocket is already $300 million cheaper than other launch vehicle providers, and consistent, quick reuse could drive down the prices even further. And on the medical front, well, ever needed to hurry to the toilet after eating a meal? Well, blame the special taste buds that line your intestine. Little is known about these enterochromaffin cells, which produce 90% of the body's serotonin, a chemical mostly known for regulating mood, appetite, and sleep in the brain. To find out why these gut cells release such a large amount of brain chemical, David Julius at the University of California in San Francisco and his team have been studying the mini intestines grown from mouse cells in the lab. They have discovered that enterochromaffin cells have receptors for sensing, that is to say for sensing, dietary irritants such as allyl isothiocyanate found in cabbage and stress hormones such as adrenaline. When exposed to these substances, the gut cells pump out serotonin, which activates intestinal nerve endings that connect back to the brain. The brain responds by speeding up bowel movements or inducing diarrhea or vomiting in extreme cases. It might also give you a general sense of discomfort as a way of letting you know you've got some kind of inflammatory episode going on in there, says Julius. Oh, wow. Well, that's it for this edition of Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny. Stay tuned to Oxford Community Television.
What's going on, Wildcat fans? Cody Wright here once again with the Sports Report. Like we all know, we are well into our summer season, which of course means Seymour Lake Park is booked with Parks and Rec softball. Like you may have saw last week, we covered some interviews of the little girls and of course the senior bunch. This week we are going to check out our U14 girls and we'll also check back in with the senior guys. On the 21st, our girls took on the tough contenders of Clio. They go by the name of Orange Crush. We saw some good fielding and hitting, and it was a beautiful day regardless of the score. However, we did get an interview with a number of girls from Clio. They were good sports about it, so here it is. Check it out.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
What do you think of the field here?
It's nice and stuff, and yeah.
Now, who's that pitcher that you have? Man, she's beast.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
I think you have 14 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Hey, are you used to that?
Yeah.
Okay, don't come back to Oxford, okay? Did you girls have fun though?
Yeah.
How long you been playing together? You
6 years, about 6 years.
Well, really?
It's her first year. They're second year.
We still have her.
She's third. And then her.
That's okay.
Her and her are originals.
Yeah, it's been 6 or 5 years or something. 5 years.
You're second. No.
That's all over the place. Can you get in anything here, Dan?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. Well, your girls play well like that. Who's that awesome catcher? Man, you didn't hardly let any balls go.
Thanks.
Very good job. I really like. Who's the left fielder made that play?
That was Caitlin.
Good job. Were you surprised?
Kind of.
Well, anyways, this Oxford did okay, didn't they? They're pretty good fielding team.
Pretty good, yeah.
Well, very good. Well, good job, girls. Thanks a lot for coming out to Oxford, and have your parents take a ride into town. We got all kinds of ice cream places there.
Yes, ice cream! Yes! I love ice cream.
Frosty Boy.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, get them good Frosty. What's that? What's that?
Froyo?
What's a froyo?
It's frozen ice cream.
Oh, we got something better. We got Hawaiian.
Frozen yogurt.
No, we got Hawaiian shaved ice. Have you ever?
Tell me where that location's at?
Yeah, just take a right out of here into town. Hawaiian shaved
We're
ice.
going wherever Kennedy is.
Well, I hope these ice cream people hear me because I'm really pushing for their ice cream shots here. Hawaiian shaved ice, pretty cool, and Frosty Boy. So, yeah, all right.
Ice cream, anything that starts with ice cream, I love.
Well, there we go. You girls are the Orange Crush, and I want you to do me a little favor and say thank you for watching OCTV, okay? And then point at the camera, okay? And I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for watching OCTV. And we want to thank you as well.
Our U14 girls also took on Clarkston Monday afternoon and took the win 9-6. Watching these games compared to the high school, you notice more emphasis on skill development, and it's more about learning and having fun than anything. However, a win is always a good thing, and the girls seemed happy about it afterwards, as you will see.
Anyways, we had a lot of fun, and we're going to Frosty Boy afterwards if we win the second game.
I don't know.
I think we should hold the.
We should do that. I agree.
We should, yeah. Let's talk to the coach and the parents. Say, come on, man, we'll win the next one, right?
Let's go to Frosty Boy.
There we go. There. How about Hawaiian shaved ice? Have you tried that yet?
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. No, it's so good. The blue raspberry is the best.
Okay, well, let's focus on the game, the next one in hand. Good luck, girls, and it's been a lot of fun. And are you guys playing Wednesday?
Yeah.
I think we're covering you again.
Okay.
Can you give me a win?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm Rod Wright at OCTV and Bill Service and girls here. Thank you, the 14U girls rec softball. Thank you.
Like I said, you can't forget about the old timers. They took on Rochester, which is the first C-League team matchup we covered so far this year. However, they were still very good and beat us 23-5, so the Oxford guys were in no mood for an interview afterwards. However, we did catch an interview with the Rochester team manager about their organization and unique sponsorship. Check it out.
Okay, I am here with, you guys come over here and beat us up with the Rochester team. We can't interview the Oxford guys because they're a little bit upset. But you guys come over and beat us up pretty bad. What was that score?
It was 23-5.
23-5. Now, what's the organization that sponsors you guys?
We're the Reds. We play for the Rochester Older Persons Commission, which is a senior facility in Rochester, Michigan. It has sports activities and all kind of events for seniors, and they also supply Meals on Wheels for several communities in the Rochester Hills area. So it's a really good organization, and I've been associated with them for since about 2010.
Yeah, it sounds like a good organization. Yeah, we got good organizations here as well in Oxford. We were teasing you guys. We called you the OCD guys. Of course, you know, you got that rivalry going. We were having fun today. But anyways, you guys really beat us up today. I just wanted you to be able to plug your sponsor.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Well, we do too. Hopefully you'll watch us, won't you?
We try to.
I know the Oxford guys won't. Except for maybe that play at third. They might check it out there.
Well, we're 2-2 on the season with Oxford now, and it's turning into a really good rivalry. And the Oxford team is a good team. They're out here to have fun and play safe, and that's the philosophy of the Reds. And we look forward to the rest of the season.
Well, you guys are both class acts. I know the Oxford guys are. We love them here too. So, anyways, don't beat us up next time. Hopefully, we'll see you again. All right. There we go.
Well, everybody, that is all we have for this week's report. To check in and watch our coverage of these games and more, go to OCCTV.org. You can access our YouTube page from there, where you will find some sports coverage, community news, and many more programs you might enjoy. Once again, that is OCCTV.org. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week. I am Cody Wright. We'll see you soon.
Welcome to American Legion in Oxford for the best fish on Fridays. That's right, from noon to 8:30. You can get the best walleye in Michigan. You can get walleye, baked cod, chicken strips, baked potatoes, and more. On the hall side of the Legion, oh, hello there, friends. You can have 12 friends on a table, any one of the best military museums in Michigan. And the dining side, oh, hello again. More comfortable with many 4-seat tables and a couple of 5-seaters. Now on Friday, we usually have about 400 to 500 of best friends for our fish. Carry-out? You bet. We have 50 to 60 carry-outs at the post. We have some young fins with the birthdays and some of our best seniors at the post. Oh yeah, waitresses, they go like a track waitress to get your food. If you have never enjoyed our Secrets famous walleye at the Legion, come on in every Friday from noon to 8:30 at the American Legion Post 108 on 130 East Rainer Road, Oxford.
Welcome to this edition of Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and these stories are taken from the publication Automotive News. In our first story on June 26th, Japanese airbag maker Takata Corporation filed for bankruptcy protection in Japan and the U.S., succumbing to the weight of the world's biggest automotive recall. Takata said it would sell key assets to U.S. supplier Key Safety Systems. Key Safety, based in Sterling Heights, Michigan, said separately it would buy substantially all of Takata's global assets and operations for $1.59 billion. The sale will not include some operations related to Takata's scandal-plagued business in ammonium nitrate airbag inflators subject to the global recall that torpedoed the company. Key Safety said the ammonium nitrate airbag inflator operations would be run by a reorganized Takata following the closing of the transaction, and they would eventually wind down. Takata said it would keep producing the components through March of 2020 to ensure a steady supply of replacement inflators for the millions being recalled. Some analysts put potential liabilities as high as $10 billion for ongoing recalls, penalties, and settlements. Another report from Tokyo Shoko Research Limited said Takata total liabilities stand at $15 billion. The $1.59 billion from Key Safety would go only so far in covering such liabilities. Takata also will receive $227 million lifeline from its main lender, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, in the form of a debtor-in-possession financing. Wow. And still in Japan, Panasonic sees the future of solar in car rooftops. The Japanese electronic giant started producing a 180-watt array of solar cells that can be fixed to the roof of an automobile. In February, Panasonic announced that its photovoltaic module would be used on the roof of the Toyota Motor Corporation's latest Prius plug-in hybrid. Cars represent a potentially lucrative new outlet for solar cells in an industry where intense competition from Chinese manufacturers has pushed down prices sharply. That's prompting some manufacturers to adopt solar cells for everything from home roofing tiles and the outer skins of buildings to backpacks and tents. Cars could hold the new promise of a giant new market for solar cells from Panasonic, which is also partnered with Tesla Corporation in making batteries as its Gigafactory outlet, that is to say, outside of Las Vegas. There are 264 million cars and light trucks in operation in the U.S., according to the National Automobile Dealers Association. And other manufacturers are noticing the potential. Tesla chairman Elon Musk tweeted in November that his company's Model 3 car may come with a solar roof. Nissan Motor Corporation offers an add-on solar panel option for its Leaf electric cars, giving extra charge to systems such as the air conditioners and radios, according to Nicholas Maxfield, a spokesman for the company. As of the end of April, Toyota had sold 1,350 units in Japan of the new Prius plug-in equipped with solar cells, and that's nearly 9% of the total, according to the car maker. The latest Prius is the first mass-produced model to be outfitted with solar panels that provide juice for the car's main battery, according to Toyota. Because of seasonal variations in sunlight, the amount of charge will fluctuate, meaning the average distance traveled on a single charge will range from an average of 1.8 miles to 3.6 miles, depending on the time of the year. That means you get about 10% of annual mileage from solar just by letting your car set, Panasonic spokesman Akimoto said in an interview in Tokyo. While that's modest, developers say the amount of charge will improve over time, and that range could be extended by adjusting the car's body design and the amount of surface upon which the panels can be affixed. Wow. Well, on the recall front, Ford Motor Company on June 28th issued 3 recalls in North America, led by a callback of 402,462 transit vans that will cost the company $142 million. The automaker said the affected vans have a faulty driveshaft flexible coupling. The defect could lead to the separation of the driveshaft, which could result in a loss of power, unintended vehicle movement, and damage to the brake and fuel lines. The affected 2015 to 2017 model year vehicles were built at Kansas City Assembly Plant between January 17, 2014 and June 15 of 2017. Ford said the issue will not affect transits with fewer than 30,000 miles on them or vans that have had a driveshaft or driveshaft flexible coupling replaced within the last 30,000 miles. For vehicles with more than 30,000 miles, Ford said the interim repair will consist of replacing the driveshaft flexible coupling every 30,000 miles until the final repair is available and completed. Owners will be notified by mail. Well, that's all for this edition of Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and as always, may the wind be at your back as you cruise down life's highways. Stay tuned to Oxford Community Television.